Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people? It's your boy Cam Topical Juice. I am back on your screens with a Love Island video. This one's probably going to be very, very short because this episode weren't all that. It was all about meeting the parents. It wasn't all that. I'm trying to get a video out just to show that I'm still thinking about you guys. I'm still trying to get these videos out. Apologies for not getting a video out on Friday. I've just been so busy, man. Work has got me in a chokehold. I've got 12-hour shifts after 10-hour shifts after 8-hour shifts after 12-hour shifts. It's a lot. I'm even going to be busy tonight and tomorrow. So there's a high possibility that there's no Love Island video for tonight's episode or tomorrow's episode, potentially. But I will try my hardest to get them done. I'll have all my stuff with me, but it's my only 2 days off. I like to socialise with friends, I like to get out and about. Otherwise, I'll just drive myself insane, doing hours and hours and hours and hours of work, coming home, staying up late, doing Love Island videos. It's long, man. Something's got to give. And luckily, this week of Love Island, it's that winding down period. There's nothing much going on, really. But either way, I just wanted to manage expectations. I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible on my day off before I start doing some life admin and actually having my first ever workout in 10 years because I haven't worked out in ages. And I want, just let you guys know that I'm still thinking about you guys, I miss you guys. But anyway, like the video for me, hit the bell to be notified for me. Please press that subscribe button for me. It's road to 50k. I appreciate your support, your engagement, your loyalty, and I hope you join the community. Boom. So, quick episode tonight. The episode starts with Zach. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful broski. You understand? Zach doing what Zach does. Jess and Sammy are obviously boyfriend and girlfriend following what happened at the end of, was it last episode, I think, where, everyone got on the terrace and he said, will you be my girlfriend and all this, that and the other. Obviously, I don't buy it. Sammy barks on about how much he feels Jess, but we all know that it wasn't his usual type. But I don't think the whole usual type thing is the be-all and end-all. I do think you can grow to like someone for their personality and appreciate difference in their beauty and all that stuff, but ultimately, they're not going to work on the outside. Sammy's too young, too immature. He's going to want to do like badness outside of the villa. Like, you know how it is, man. So that whole boyfriend and girlfriend stuff, dead. Now, the comments in the challenge got to Abby, and she basically feels that there's a disinterest from Scott. Now, this is actually hilarious because I was on Ty. Now, I never really expressed my feelings on how much I thought Scott liked Abby. I just said a lot about how Scott's being used by Abby and Mitch as a pawn. But I was on to Ty, like, yo, Ty, why are you always on Scott's neck? Why are you obsessed with Scott? What's your beef with Scott? Coming across real bad, man. But it turns out, what do you know? He was right. Yeah, because the way I see it is now, even Abby knows that Scott ain't even interested. Even Scott knows Scott ain't interested. So all those people that said Scott ain't interested, and it was one way, you lot were spot on, yeah? Very spot on. So I'd be interested to see what the Scott Brigade have got to say about that one, car. Clearly, he don't actually like Abby as much as he tried to make out he did when the whole beef with Mitch was going on and things like that. Like, I think his just pride was hurt that Mitch had a little beef. I don't know, man. Ultimately, he ain't that interested in Abby. And this whole slow burner stuff, I'm telling you now, yeah, no one's ever a slow burner with someone they want to create a fire with. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that sounded quite profound, yeah? Topical Juice 2023, I said that, yeah? It's true. Not like these slow burner stuff, it doesn't exist in my opinion. Especially in the villa, which is allegedly more intense. If you're a slow burner with someone in the villa, a place that's like the hyperbolic time chamber, 1 hour in real life is like a year in the villa, yeah? When you're a slow burner in that environment, you ain't interested. So yeah, Scott clearly ain't interested in Abby like that. So she wants to see more affection. The families arrive. I'm just going to blitz through this, honestly, because this is going to be a real short episode. There's nothing really much going on. Zach and Molly's family coming first, and once again, he said, you look lovely. Oh yeah, Mumsy, you look lovely. And Snoochie Shy came through. Big up Snoochie. Even his own mum calls him out for saying, that's your catchphrase, isn't it? You look lovely. Whatever. It's so jokes when parents do that, because boy, she's spot on. And I think it was Mitch's, one of the, who was it? I think it might have been Molly's mum. Maybe Mitch's parents who were like, oh, Mr. Broski over there, like, can't remember, I think one of them. But Molly's parents ultimately defend Zach, but her dad tries to give him a little chat, a little pep talk. I don't think the chat gave like that. I thought he was really going to try and assert himself like a parent would, but he didn't. He kind of just ended up, I don't know, he voiced some concerns about, what if you saw Katie again in real life? Like, how do you feel about that? And ultimately, he was just saying, listen, I like your daughter, I like Molly. I want Molly. She comes from a good home, good family. Get it? Come on, broski, let's hug it out, broski. One of them ones. So yeah, they defend Zach in the end though, and it's funny though because the dad then does the handshake. The dad does the handshake with Zach, and it's like I swear it was one of the weirdest scenes because I don't think he knew or expected him to know it. So his hand was just kind of being taken, like he was almost under duress. He was like, he's taking his hand and he's just gone, all this stuff. It's quite funny though, it's quite funny. But anyway, Mitch and Ella B's parents come through and Mitch's parents think Abby is still hung up on Mitch. And she's basically, both the parents of Abby and both the parents of Mitch agree with their own child, obviously. They think that it was the other person's fault. And obviously I completely agree with Mitch's parents. It was Abby's fault. This all started because of Abby, that's a fact. And yeah, it's one of them ones. And then, you know, clearly Abby's parents just like to enable her and all that stuff. So, but yeah, Mitch's parents didn't like Ella at the start. They thought she was obnoxious. They thought she was arrogant. They thought she was cocky. But they quickly realized that, you know, that whole reality TV kind of arrogance that people come in with, it's not really real. It's not sustainable. Ultimately, they do show the real side of them. And Ella B has been a bit more vulnerable and calmer since, you know what I'm saying? So they were honest about that. They didn't like Ella at the start, but now they do. Yeah, they just think that Abby was playing Scott and Mitch. Ella's family allegedly like Mitch and yeah, whatever. Mitch's mum actually hugs and kisses Abby and says, oh, you know, I get it, I'm a girl. You know, I get it, you know, it's all good, I'm a girl, and gives her a kiss. And I thought, that's interesting. Didn't you just slag her off a minute ago? But anyway, it is what it is. Lockham and Whitney's parents come through. Whitney's sister, quite intense, yeah, talking about, oh, why is it not closed off with you two? And I'm thinking, chill, it's been 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like, 3 weeks, 3 whole weeks, you know what 3 weeks is in the real world? I don't care if it's in the villa, but still. She's basically just saying, you know, the next step should be exclusive, and she tries to pull Lockham for a chat the same way Molly's dad did the same, you know, doing all that stuff. And yeah, they have a nice little chat, and she says, listen, you should try and go that way of exclusivity and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, stop trying to put pressure on man, you know what I'm saying, relax. But yeah, Locks thinks they're all genuine and all that stuff. But as I said, there's a reason why I've never warmed to them as a couple. They definitely like grown on me a little bit, but there's a reason why I ain't warmed to them. And I can't quite work it out yet, but even Fred Stones can't. He says he don't trust them in that as well. And I don't think he's with Whitney because she's popular. I don't believe that. I just can't really see them. As I said, it's like Zesty Pappy again, but just on steroids. Someone who actually does like her and appreciates her. Because Lockham's way better than Mehdi ever was. You know, he actually lets her be herself and all these things. He's got a lot of good traits. It's just, I just can't see it personally in the long run, but it is what it is. Abby and Scott's family rock up. She actually tells her family that she feels Scott doesn't like her. She feels that she's very warm and an affectionate person and he's not like that. And it's giving her doubts. She's getting upset because she's saying, you know, what upsets me is people think that I'm not over Mitch and rah rah rah. And she's saying, yeah, you are. You know, you don't even want to be friends with him or to tell this stuff. But Scott's honest as well to his parents. He says that there's something not there at the moment, and he feels that she wants to be like other couples. You know, the other couples that have been locked in with each other for weeks and weeks and weeks. She wants to be behaving like them, but there's something missing from his part, and he's trying to explore what that is at the moment. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But either way, he was talking to the boys earlier in the day, Scott was, and he was just essentially saying that, I don't know, something's missing. He ain't really effing with Abby like that. And you can tell he's just not really feeling it. So, you know, it's just so funny looking at where the episodes that we've come from and the episodes that we've seen and all the drama that unfolded to seeing where we are now and seeing that, you know, a lot of people were right originally. So it is what it is. Now, Jess and Sammy's parents come through, and yeah, there's nothing really much going on here. Ultimately, Jess, they tell their parents that they're official, and she asked them, like, what do you think about Sammy, with a smile on her face. She's thinking, yeah, my parents are gonna love you, my friends are gonna love you. She said, what do the girls think? And she goes, not really sure, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure yet, you feel me? And that obviously gets under Jess's skin and doesn't understand or doesn't really like that. But at the end of the day, yeah, Sammy's been a dog the whole time. So it would be strange if the girls didn't want what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? They didn't look out for you. If anything, I rate them, and I rate your mum for telling you honestly, because she could have just blown smoke up your ass for the TV, but she didn't. She told you straight, like, listen, I'm not too sure about what the girls think. In fact, what that translated is, I know what the girls think, but I just don't want to cuss him out live on television, essentially. They're not buying it. But I'm sure, once they meet him in real life and get to know him, I'm sure they might warm to him. Who knows, man, who knows? But ultimately, Sammy, they're not going to last. No one's going to last out in the real world, essentially. Ty's parents come up, Ty's mum comes through, and his brother. His mum is I think she's light skinned, isn't it? See, people are banging on about Ty being mixed race here. His mum's light skinned. I'm sure his dad will be either. I'm sure his dad's black, innit? So he's probably like 3/4. So yeah, he's closer to black than me. You know what I'm saying? Like closer to fully black than me, I'm sure. But it depends what his dad looks like. But his mum is like a proper Essex babe. You know the ones there, proper Essex. You can tell she got the accent. His mum's kind of nice as well still. Yeah, everyone's proud of him. And he admits to his brother and his mum that he's got crazy feelings for Ella. And yeah, it's nice to see. He believes he's been on a growth journey. He believes that, you know, when he was playing silly buggers at the start of the season, it's just him self-sabotaging. He just wants to move forward now with Ella and all these things. So yeah, man, good on him. We'll see about that on the outside. And yeah, it's just funny how Ella's like, oh, you know, my sister actually met him. You know what I'm saying? So Ella's sister meets Ty, or met Ty with Ella when they went to London together, when he didn't remember her. He's actually such a funny guy, man. But yeah, they all feel like he's been on a personal journey, a personal growth. They've clearly found each other again, and again, to be honest, they've been my winners for weeks and weeks and weeks. So whatever happens, I'll be happy for them to win. I'll be happy for Whitney to win. And that's it really. Jess reflects on the comments made by her mum. Ella essentially says, who cares what your friends think? The approval from your mum is all that matters. I actually beg to differ. I think it's the opposite, if I'm being honest. Now don't get me wrong, I love my mum, I appreciate her opinion, but when it comes to a girlfriend, I think I'd rather my friends like my girl more than my mum or my family. Just because they're gonna be around, my girl's gonna be around my friends more, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Than my parents and whatnot, or my mum. So yeah, I don't actually agree with that. And I can imagine Jess's friends when they see that, like, rah, fuck you, Ella, do you know what I'm saying? But Lockham and Whitney speak, and he basically says, yeah, we're en route exclusivity, but let it take time, whatever. And then Molly actually bought Zach a bracelet in the airport to show him like that it's real. But that was peak, because while you're doing up acquiring bracelets, yeah, he's trying to kiss Katie and get rejected on TV, so it's mad. So the game's cold, innit? The game's cold. But yeah, they like where they're going. Everyone's on a high, everyone's gassed, and that's pretty much it, guys, really. So I'm just gonna get this video out so I can I've got a lot of things to do, a lot of life admin to do. I wanna clean my room, go gym, you know, do things I haven't done in weeks because I've been working like my ass off. So yeah, man, like the video for me, hit it goes, be notified for me. And hopefully I'll see you lot tonight or tomorrow. But we'll see, man, we'll see. But either way, it's always love, man. Peace.